Wow, 30 years. It's been a long time coming. 30th anniversary Carmine. Is this the best Jordan 6 colorway to ever come out? Perfect. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and stay tuned because we're about to get into it. Romeo the Retro God back with another banger, and on today's episode we're looking at this glorious, beautiful Jordan 6 Carmine, and this is the 30th anniversary. So I know a lot of people have been waiting on these joints, man. They haven't come out since 2016, I believe. Might have been 2014. I gotta double check. It's the 30th anniversary of this release, and we haven't seen anything like this in a minute, man. A lot of people are waiting on this drop. A lot of people's grails. They like these over the Infrareds, actually. The Carmines are so much better. They're so dope. And I mean, the color blocking is obviously amazing. So I mean, how can you go wrong with these? Re-releasing this year, not a lot of people have early in-hand pairs, so it just is what it is. We're gonna have to look at these ones and do a quick comparison. Or any differences between the two shoes, man, because there might be some, there might not be some, who knows, but we're gonna find out. Now, before I go any further, I want to give a big huge shout out to my sponsor for today's episode, the Canadian Cannabis Collective. Canadian Cannabis Collective, the only place to go for shit, fuck. Oh, that's that loud pack. I know probably almost all of my viewers are smoking, and you're like a cannabis connoisseur. Their link is in the description. That's Canadian Cannabis Collective 905 on Instagram. Make sure you guys check them out. They got all the best bud, man. They straight up, that's my plug. I swear on, yo, dog, if you smoke weed, if you smoke bud and you're a bud man and you're a cannabis connoisseur, you check out their Instagram, yo. At very least, you're gonna get some crazy photos. Here we have the Jordan 6 Carmine, and man, I mean, the colorway crazy. You got that red on white on black with the clear sole. Ooh, dog, I don't know why I didn't like this shoe earlier. We have a patent leather upper. It's not one of those super plush leathers. It's kind of one of the more stiff, aesthetic leathers where it's gonna give you a nice sturdy fit. Nothing too crazy. I mean, you know what it is when it comes to whites, man. It's hard to keep them joints clean. I mean, if it's between leathers and you got a heavy leather, I'd much prefer a softer leather, me personally. But that's just me personally, you know what I'm saying? Suit up and start smoking in my reviews. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. Weed's legal in Canada. I can do what I want to. Well, you have this new buck patch in red on the toe box and the side here with perforated holes to help for breathability, man, in case your foot gets all stanky and sweaty. Really good for aeration, and it's going to keep your feet cool. The Jordan 6 has a lot of perforation holes, and Jordan wore these for his first championship, so it's like a legacy shoe, man. Black midsole here, as you can see, very nice. Helps the shoe pop, because I mean, it could have been red or white, and you have another white section just underneath the main part of the midsole there. Obviously, you have a air unit in the back as per standard for the Jordan 6. Jordans are known for their tech, man. It just is what it is. A Jordan 6 wouldn't be a Jordan 6 without that air bubble. Yeah, I got like some sort of phobia for these red toe boxes, man. I feel like I'm gonna get sad regardless. Moving on to the lacing now. I always like Jordan 6 lacing, man. The lacing system is always pretty cool, in my opinion. Cross pattern with these super crispy white laces, man. Super dope. You ever wonder if Jordan pays Jordan prices for Jordans? This feels like a neoprene red Jordan branding. It's to help keep the laces down and attach it to the tongue section, which we have here, that rubber compound with the Jordan branding. And these are to help get your shoes on, because they can be a tight fit, these Jordans, sometimes. You have your Jordan 6 spoiler on the back, and as you can see, this is the earlier pair with the Air Jordan on the back instead of the Nike Air branding, which is coming this year apparently. So that's one thing that is definitively going to be different from this year's model, is that Jordan branding on the back. Now, this color blocking is super dope. You have your red spoiler here, and as you guys may or may not know, this shoe was designed after Michael Jordan's Porsche, so that's like a Porsche spoiler right there. Helps to get the shoe on, so you're kind of pulling it on like this, you know what I mean? You're tugging the shoes and putting them on. And these shoes are definitely true to size. So I mean, if you get Jordan 6s, or if you've had them before, you know the best way to go is true to size. I made the mistake of going up half a size when I first got these shoes. shoes and I had to get rid of them because they weren't fitting properly. What happens if you win 11 rings and you only got 10 fingers? Where you put the last ring? Wait, don't answer that. Don't answer that. You have an all black interior and the shoe, well, that's the shoe tree right there. That's just to help to keep the shoe in shape. I ain't gonna take it out because it ain't my pair. I ain't playing around with insoles or anything like that. So on the bottom is one of the illest designs ever. I love this outsole, super clear, super funky. You got your Jordan branding in the center and you have your kind of like zigzag white design. The traction is this whole bunch of punched out hole designs that kind of fades. And yeah, man, it's kind of like Jordan dunking. Like in the old days when he used to dunk on man's Jordan hands, you know what I'm saying? We're not exactly 100% sure. The colors are going to be the same. I am very interested to put these side by side to see how they fit together. If the reds are different, as we know, a lot of retros can be different in their reds and their color blocking. They can either get it right and they'll have it the same, or it won't be the same. You know, you have your clear soles, and we all know how I feel about clear soles. White laces come standard. These are one of those shoes though you can't beat up. You got to keep them looking nice, man. Unfortunately, such a nice silhouette. And I just really appreciate the fact that I have really cool viewers that are able to hand me their shoes when I don't have them, because I didn't cop these. I don't know if I'm copying these this season. But the funny thing about these shoes is they were never really on my radar to begin with. I don't know why, because the color blocking is pretty insane, but they just never really on my radar, man, until my boy, you know, Canadian Cannabis Collective hooked it up and I got a chance to see them in real time. And in real time, these are actually really fire.
Pass the duchy to the left hand side. Pass the duchy to the left hand side.
Do you guys enjoy this color blocking, and how long have you guys been waiting for this colorway to come out again? This is the release before this year's release, and people been holding on to these like mad. Now recently on the reselling apps, I've been seeing people getting rid of this version to get the Nike Air version because people like the Nike Air branding on the back. As you can see there, it has the regular Jordan Air symbol, and I mean, you're either a fan of the Jordan symbol or you're not. And me personally, I don't really care because Jordan are sick regardless, but some people want that Nike Air branding. They make it feel like it's more official or more like a retro, and these are more like a reiteration or throwback. So that's one thing that's also different on this pair than will be on the brand new pair coming out this year. Medial side the exact same, not too much different from the outside. You have pretty quality stitching on the outer of the shoe. These are basically like heel bubbles. There's not really much more padding, but a lot of times they'll put like 3M or something inside of these bubbles in the other colorways. Now I actually have the infrareds, and I'll put them side to side just so you guys can see.
Pyro.
All we do is light them up. Oh wait, wrong video. Here you'll see the Jordan 6 Infrared. This came out in 2018, and the color blocking is obviously different. It's pretty much almost like the reverse of this. It's almost like they have a reverse color blocking on this tongue section and that neoprene Jordan area. And obviously the two reds are a bit different. The two lace locks are also different colors, as you can see here. And the shoe in general is the same shape, but in the regular infrared section, they didn't add any color blocking, and in the Carmine area you can see here that they actually have the color blocking. So in the place of the color blocking for the Jordan 6 Infrared, they have like 3M. So on the inside of these little bubbles here, there's actually 3M shining through. Now I should actually put the light on these and see if the same happens with these, because that'd be pretty cool. But at the back you see here the Nike Air branding that I was talking about that they're gonna put on this year's shoe, as opposed to this. Now this isn't a black stitching and this is in a red, but once again the new version is going to have this most likely in a red stitching from what I've seen so far in the videos. Maybe a which one's better video is coming up, who knows. But the Jordan 6 Carmine is absolutely stunning. It's probably the second best colorway from the infrareds. I personally like the infrareds. I had to get these first before any shoe. Obviously this is one of Jordan's legacy shoes. He won his first championship in it, man. One of the best silhouettes of all time. Super unique. I'm surprised they haven't done that with more tongues. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think the infrareds are better, or do you think the Carmines are better? Box reads Jordan 10.5 US, made in China. Who would have thought that? Once again, shout outs to my sponsor, Canadian Cannabis Collective 905. Make sure you guys go holler at him on Instagram, man. That bud is looking crazy. That's Canadian Cannabis Collective 905. Just make sure you tell him I sent you. I ain't got no coupon codes worked out yet, and a lot of new stuff's happening with Foot Locker Canada. They're starting to get wise to these resellers, and it's gonna make it so that you guys are actually able to cop these. Now, when they do get closer to dropping, I'm gonna do another video to like a release video, so that hopefully you guys can get your hands on a pair and you don't gotta be sitting there waiting to pay and resale prices. But it looks like Foot Locker's taking definitive actions against that. So as you can see here, they're gonna be coming out super dope colorway. You can't go really wrong with the color blocking, man. And it's like for a 30th anniversary, who knows when to get these next. We're probably not gonna get them for another 6 or 7 years. So the Carmines are actually such a dope shoe to get if you can get them. So I mean, you know, it is what it is. And all these drops that are steady releasing this year, it's hard to choose what to get. So make sure you guys really think and get your grails, because even though we're getting a lot of drops, a lot of them are going to come back out for another 5 years or so. And the Carmines are just a staple. Everybody loves them. They go great. It's one of the best red and black, or one of the best red and white shoes that I think have ever come out. Man, I'm just glad to be alive and be able to wear shoes in general and walk around. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, man. Romeo the Retro God signing out.